And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Lunar, the Silver Star Story. I'm your host, the RPG guy, and I went through the dungeon again, and actually almost got 2 levels out of it. Alex is almost there, but yeah. So we went through it. I just went through it one more time. I was eating food while I was doing it, so eating food. I went and took a dump. The usual fare, for grinding. So yeah, that all got knocked out. So let's keep moving. We could attempt the forest again, but I'm not too keen on doing that yet. We need more power! Power! I pooped myself. God damn it, I gotta stop getting all raged up. So, anyway, we gotta make our way through this new little area. The enemies here are not that interesting, to say the least. But they really aren't. We'll use Mia for as much damage as possible. But chances are it's going to backfire because we're just so strong. Not literally, like we're not going to one-shot these things, far from it. But it can become problematic because we can shift where things are going. I still could worry that Mia's eventually, speed-wise, going to not get a turn in when I need her to have a turn. But that's going to be what it's going to be, you know? So, well, there's a level for Alex and for Jessica. Yay! Humana. Okay, so what it is that the cake is a lie. The signs always lead you the wrong way. And for good reason. It's kind of explained later. But we want to fight enemies and we want to do, take a lot of enemies on that my favorite little trip to Murder Town. But you'll notice a pattern of my technique here, or at least what I'm trying to accomplish. What I am trying to accomplish, per se, is I'm trying to do grouping tactics. Number 1. Number 2, I am conserving MP. As there is a confrontation. It's not technically a boss fight, it's a confrontation. Just like how it's not a war, it's a conflict. I'm sorry, I do make fun of that terminology because I find it a little ridiculous. But anyway, back on point. You kind of get the idea of how things are going. So, I know that was a little harsh of a statement, I know, but it's like, it wasn't the Vietnam War, it was the Vietnam conflict. I can name a handful of people who would disagree with you about the conflict part. A handful of people. When I say hand, I mean, like, I can get a freaking textbook and show you the people who would disagree with that sentiment. But regardless, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter with what we're talking about here. But there's a confrontation that we'll have to deal with, and we want to make sure that our fastest characters, per se, are in prep. Now, here's an interesting thing. Ice Pup. Didn't we fight these things once upon a time, not so long ago? I do believe these ones stick around. Don't quote me on that. And if they do stick around, then we'll exploit it then. But I forget if these guys stick around or not. Yeah, these stick around. All right, they're not the same creatures as what we fought before, so don't try to group them in the same grouping because it doesn't really make sense to group them with all the other creatures, with the other creatures that kind of look like them with the wagging tails and all that. They're not. They're just not. Yeah, after seeing how much damage they do, it's like, no, these are legit enemies. So I believe one of them's plotting something and the other one's just there. And it's kind of funny when you look at them, you're like, oh, they're so cute, until they open their mouths and that frickin' thing crawls out. And the other one ran away. So yeah, you can see you don't get that much for fighting them. And the one that ran away just ran away. I think they have a drop, but again, I don't remember if they have a valuable drop or not. I don't think they do. I think I'm getting my creatures mixed up. Just do that for simplicity. Falling rocks ahead. Yeah, block the path. Anyway, but yeah, so this isn't a hard area to navigate. It really isn't, because there's either, if you read the sign, you're either going the right way or you're going the wrong way. So there's not really much play in there. It's, oh god, they're all shaking their ass. Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're working. We can use a little magic from him. Let's use some. Show me what you're working with. Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Show me what you're working with. Shake that. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It just, they're shaking their ass. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like, you know, me when I have to use the bathroom after a really big night of Mongolian barbecue. Hamana, 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 hamana. Actually, we might luck out with Kyle here. Probably not, but... No, well... Yep, there it is, actually. I took him on a trip to Murder Town. Population. Murder. Now we get a cool skill. Thunderbolt? Thunderstrike? I think it's Thunderbolt. And Thunderbolt is, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the single target electric attack. I believe. We'll double check. But first things first, murder. Yeah, one enemy. So it's the single target electric attack that Nash finally gets. The only catch is, if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty expensive. It's not as expensive as Thunder Thrust, but it is up there. It's up there with Mia's single target Fireball. And it's just that it's a very, very powerful variation of what of his lightning, and it's more for boss fights or targets that are exclusively singularly weak to lightning. And you don't want to use Thunder Thrust. You don't want to use Thunderball either, because it just doesn't do enough damage. I find it to be more situational than anything.
By the power of Athena.
And there's still one. Yeah, it's not gonna matter anyway. And these are really the enemies that are out here. That's I think the gist of them. I don't think there's any other enemy types out here than them, the Nim clowns. So yeah. Excuse me. Starlight, star bright, turned on a magical colored light. Okay. Keep moving. South is a detour. In other words, it's a lie. Alright. Danger lies ahead, turn back. Let's just pick out, let me fight these two groups of enemies here. Alright, let's keep moving here. Into another fight. Alright, so... I think there's another enemy floating around here. Yeah. Well, I think we gotta go up that way to get to him. Danger, falling rocks ahead. Danger lies ahead, turn back. Can't outrun that dude. Alright, so... got that. Obviously, this is a lie. But we're gonna do it anyway. Alright. Let's keep moving here. We get Dark Helmet. I believe this is not good for our main character, item-wise, so we won't give it to him. There it is. As only Kyle can wear it. For he is a dark knight. No, but jokes aside, it's kind of interpreted as that. And get rid of that holy helm. And what is he carrying extra that he doesn't need? He doesn't need 2 of those. Alright, let's keep moving. We'll come back and get him later. Yeah, this place is... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to come here, but... Oh, well. Seems like we did. We'll have to backtrack after this, so... Zenobia! You filthy wretch, wench. Come here, let me wrap my hands around your scrawny neck. The only physical contact you'll have with me, little man, is when I stomp on the head of your cold, rotting corpse. Your search for the Black Dragon ends here, Alex, as does your pathetic little attempt at a life. Attack! So we're left to our own devices here. That's okay. Means I don't have to conserve crap anymore. So let's go with Flash Cut, Thunder Thrust, and surprisingly Blizzard because it hits a hit all. And then these two jackholes can kind of do jackholey things for all I care. Thunder Thrust is on the loose. Thunder Thrust is loose. Dee-doo. Get some! Humana. And then easy pickings. Even though, as you noticed, we're out of sync because she attacked us from behind. Reached it just fine. We still had another attack, too. You could attack us with 1,000 monsters and it wouldn't matter, Zenobia. I'll kill all of them and then I'll kill you. And don't bother begging for mercy because you'll get none. You know, I was planning to turn you into a statue like your pathetic father, but now I'll allow the vile tribe to desecrate your tattered remains instead. Bye-bye. Humana. God damn it, Jessica, you're making this worse. Could even do one bigger, but we'll stick with that for now. If you're really in a bundle. And even then, beyond that, because these two won't get knocked around. Now, the problem is no. Let's just stick to what works. And what I mean by what works is that hitting with the straight line is not going to mean anything. Because it's a matter of can Kyle actually get out there? Well, now that you done goofed there, Jessica, I don't know now. It should be fine. One. Okay, never mind. I take back what I said. And look at all that delicious XP. Yeah, bring it. We can't keep this up much longer, Jess. We only have so many silver lights. One more round and that little worry will not be a relevant concern any longer. I don't know. I think we could take him. Look out! Tactical missiles! Hey, it's somebody who identifies as an Apache attack helicopter. Sweet! We need more of that! Enjoy what little remains of your life, Alex, for it won't be spared next time. And she's gone. Who in Athena's name is that? You were there! Oh, you mean, oh, duh. Had me a dirt moment. Hello. And, oh no. Get out of the shot. We want to see the other one. Fuck you. Nobody cares who you are. Hello, tight pants wearing nurse. She is the Lord of the Mahamanam. They hit the Vile Tribe with their arrows from that great a distance? Do any of you realize how incredible that is? But who are they? And why'd they leave without saying a word to us? Because they're trying to be cool. And they're so trying to be cool, they want to spell it with a K. Cool. No, jokes aside. Alright. Well, we still have more of this area to actually explore, so let's do it. Now, this is a Shira's tail instead of the other one, which... Shira's tail. Where is it? Did we not get a Shira's tail? It's there. Increase range. So it increases defense mildly and it increases your walking range by a big bunch. So for any reason you think Jessica's having trouble reaching or whatever, you can give it to her, but I prefer what she's got on to be much better an option. So I'm going to clear out some of these enemies really quick. Alright, let's keep moving. That way we can grab some more goodies. The Wind Cane, which is good for, you know, passing wind. It's also the weapon Galleon had with him when we first had to deal with him. So, interesting. Conjures Gusts. Let's take a look here. Well, it increases agility, but it reduces her wisdom. This alone would be a reason maybe not to equip it. Mia's magical attacks are exclusively based on wisdom. So it makes sense to just keep it in her inventory, but not really equip her with it. We'll use it in battle. I'll try it out in battle, make sure it works. There's one cane that you would think would work as an item in battle, but strangely enough it doesn't. I don't know if it's this one or if it was one from earlier, but we'll give it a whirl, and we're still working our way through here. So hang tight, guys, while we pick up some more XP and pick up some more goodies. Hey, I like free stuff. What can I say? All right, so really quick, the Wind Cane does not actually do anything. So it's sellable as far as I'm concerned, because the Sage Cane giving us that bonus to Wisdom, primo. Because how often do we use their melee attacks, the character's melee attacks? But it gives Mia an agility boost. That is a fair argument. Tactically, strategically, I accept that. I accept that sentiment. I really do. So, if that is the argument for using the Wind Cane, I'm not going to deter you from sticking to that. But I'd rather have but since we're pretty high level already, I'd rather have a slower Mia that can just dish out heavier hits than. But if you're a lower level, maybe that agility will get her to have her turn before the enemy does. That to me is the only warrant for the Wind Cane, as far as I am concerned, tactically. So, and that's just my opinion. When I say these are you might have a different tactic. Hence why I'm willing to concede the idea that there is a use to the Wind Cane. I just think it's very subtle. It's a very specific situation. So anyway, let's keep moving. All right, let's keep going here. Healing Nut. Woo! This is back to that first area we were in before I got kind of turned around. So we went down that route. That's back the way we came this way. So let's go this way. I saw the big old bee. We'll deal with it because I am going to want to deal with it. I like how it says treasure ahead when it's probably just a dead end. Oh, there is a treasure. It's probably a trap. It's always a trap. I'm going to kill this thing and I'm going to go kill that bee. Then we'll go open the chest. Alright. So we get an Angel's Tear. Let's keep moving. As I believe we've killed pretty much every enemy. We might have skipped over one somewhere along the way, but for what it's worth, we've probably killed most of them, if not all of them. And you now understand and have a full layout of this zone, per se. So we can pretty much move on now as far as I'm concerned. And look at that. Everybody's going to level relatively soon. So that's nice. That's always nice. Leveling's your friend. Murdering foes is your favorite pastime. I mean, come on. You gotta win, man. We's gots to win. So... Oops, shit. Can't take me anywhere, guys. You really can't. Let's go back into the town again. So I can stop acting like a moron. Alright. I've got some stuff to sell. And you can see there's an interesting new protection ring. You know, like the one we got numbnuts earlier. Which actually might be a good upgrade for Alex, give or take. I haven't committed to it. Because Alex has the old Demon Pendant. Which is a bit dated right about now. Compared to the Barrier Ring. Hence why we could... Which means we could sell the other necklace. So I might end up doing that. But we've got some stuff to sell anyway. But we'll do a big sell-off in a moment here. Let's buy that Barrier Ring for Alex. It's a little pricey, but it'll work. And then we'll make sure that we keep the dragon wings equipped on Alex for the time being as well. So that way we get the devil pendant out of there. That's only going to give us a little bit more endurance, magic resistance, but not enough to make or break the bank here. So let's go ahead and let's make some sales here. These are starting to lose their value really quick here. There's practically no point in keeping it, but I'll show you before I, commit to that. Dump that and that. You can see the Shira's tail is here, and so is the Chira's tail. At this point, I would say we could start getting rid of these pendants. I'm holding on to them for now, but we're going to have reason to get rid of those pendants, and we still have these swords. Alright, let's go make use of what we still got. Because I believe, there it is, the weaponry and the armory. We will use them accordingly. So let's buy some gear here. We already got a great sword. So the only thing that's available for Alex here, or not for, there is no sword for Alex, but Numbnuts Kyle's gonna get a wind sword. We have a judgment mace. We actually have a holy bow. Death from above! But at that cost of that wisdom, I'm not willing to part with it. A lot of people would probably give me dirty looks for not getting him bows, but I stand by that sentiment that I think it's better. I think that letting him keep that magic staff is a better deal. Almost didn't equip that. And that's a long-term kind of thing. I really believe that too. It's kind of like a long-term thing. So, because that 10 to his magic, we usually use magic. We rarely ever use his attack, so it makes very little sense to curtail and give in to that particular item. You know what? Let's don't really need that. We'll keep some of these accessories. The swords pretty much can go, but we'll hold on to them for a little while longer. Pretty much, we're going to be dumping them really soon here. And I do want to change one thing out. And it's going to seem weird, but just bear with me. It's something to make what's coming up a little easier. Alright. It'll make sense later. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. I knew you were looking. Alright. And then armor. Which does mean I gotta move the wings out of there. Which really we may not need anymore. I might be just putting those on to put those on. Really, we could put something else there. So let's gear up. We've got silver armor. Everybody gets a robe. Except, aw, poor Kyle. He doesn't get any. Well, yeah, he gets this. So this raises magic endurance as well. For Jessica, for Mia, for Numbnuts. She's already got that. And, ooh, that's a tough one. 3 defense at the loss of more wisdom. You gotta ask yourself, do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Beastly bracelet, sewed by sorcerers, delightful duds, sacred robe, and light and strong. I'm gonna make an executive decision. We're gonna skip out on the lucky bandana. I know, it's weird, isn't it? But yeah, we're gonna skip out on the lucky bandana for what I believe is truly a good reason. By the way, I stand by my decision to pass on it. So, saves us money, and it keeps Cock Twizzler's wisdom up, which I've been sitting here spouting is a very important, necessary thing. We're looking pretty good statistically. Making a save. Now I would say from here, Okay, that wasn't... Forget what we're supposed to do here, but I think that's really it. So yeah, let's move on.
Well met, children. Long time no see.
Lanky, what are you doing all the way out here?
Why the look of surprise, my faux feline friend? You should know by now that I'm not a lone wolf, Null. I follow only the scent of adventure, and that takes me many places. As long as the destination's stocked with a ledgy crew and honey sweet brew, I'm game. But ho, enough about me. How have you fared in your adventure, my friends?
Check it out, Lanky. Alex got the blue dragon helmet.
Ah, you met the Blue Dragon. Impressive, Alex. I expect no less of you. All that remains for you now is to meet the Black Dragon and gain its prize. Once you have accomplished that, you shall achieve what you most desire. You shall become a full... Well, some Southern got in there. You shall become a full-fledged Dragon Master. The stuff of legends, my boy.
The only fly in the ointment is that none of us has a clue where to look. My mother once said that the Black Dragon was located on the frontier, and that it was guarded jealously by the Wild Tribe. She also said that the only way to get there was by flying.
I don't know anything about finding the Black Dragon, but I can help you get airborne. There's an old inventor named Might who lives in this neck of the woods. He's a bit strange. But if you ask him, I know he could easily build a flying machine just for you. The only problem is that Might isn't really a people person, so you can't all go see him. One of you will be more than sufficient for the job. So what do you say, Alex? Are you up for a trip to Might's Tower?
It sounds exciting, Alex. Are you going with him?
I'd love to go.
Lakey, sir.
Lakey is fine, Alex. There's no need to be so formal. When you address me like that, I feel like you're about to salute. I just want you to relax and have fun on our journey, okay?
We'll stay here and wait for you two to come back with great news, I hope. See you soon, Alex. Please watch over him, Lakey.
Oh, boy. To leave him with us with a guy who I wouldn't want to be standing side by side with in a bathroom.
Hey, Lanky, is it okay if I go with you too?
I don't think Might is allergic to cats, so I don't see why not. If you can stand him, he should be able to stand you.
There is a key word to that, by the way. So those of you who don't remember or didn't get a chance to witness it, Likey is 99. You notice he has some familiar gear. Status protection ring and a healing ring. As far as gear goes, it's all holy gear, so technically we got better armor than he does. But he has something called the Master Sword. Link? Link? I'm just kidding. And he gets 3 attacks. We're doing pretty good. We're not cut up to him, but we don't outclass him in any particular stat. But it's interesting to notice that. You'll also notice dude has no magic.
Might's Tower isn't too far north of this little hovel. It's just the kind of walk to challenge these adventuring bones of mine. Ho, ho, ho!
This guy's full of a lot of ho, isn't he? He likes his hookers and blow. Alright, so let's head over to the tower. And since I don't think I used him in the Weirdwood, you're going to get to see him now. Which he was this powerful in Weirdwood, so... Take with that what you make of it. Just to show you there's nothing really here.
Tell me, is old Might still alive and well, or is he giving off a scent of a different kind?
Is that you, Lakey? Please come in. Might will be very pleased to see you.
Alright, so this is a riddle thing, and it's not that it's hard. Well, it's not that it's hard. It's just annoying. And that's really the end of it. So we need to do this in a weird order. It's, how do I explain it? It's well, the solution is this. It's the planet, it's the star, the sun, then the moon. And there it is. It's a weird little puzzle, and really you could just figure it out with some trial and error. But it's mostly planet to the stars. Some reason they went to the sun, because the sun is more related to that than the moon. That's the way I kind of figured it out as a kid. I believe there's a solution, but I don't, albeit for me to even remember. And so now we're in Might's little tower here, and it's kind of it's a maze, but it's not a difficult or weird maze. You just have to kind of understand how it works. Let me see here. I guess we have to, yeah, there we go. Because the other side goes down, I believe. And there are enemies here, just like anywhere else. But unlike anywhere else, we are freaking ripped. Like, literally. Between Lakey and Alex, we're going to be taking these guys down to a pretty good set of Murder Town. And again, remember, Lakey has no magic, so... Oh, that's right. You got to hit it with magic. Oh, we got to hit it with the sword attack. I should have had Lakey attack the mirrors. So yeah, memory's kind of kicking in here. So that's a thing we'll have to deal with. Not a big deal, because that's why I put the healing ring on. All right, so Alex can do this, and Lakey can take care of the rest. Now look at that instant gib right there. And boom goes the dynamite. You'll notice we're not going to get a lot of XP here, so there's no point in like repeating this zone. You're better off with having the rest of your party with you and doing real fights, not this stuff, I assure you. But for the most part, meh. Again, Lakey just murders everything, except for the clown creatures, to which you have to use Alex. And this, I believe the rest of the party stays at the level they're at. So this is where Alex, I think, gets his even further or bigger XP edge. And he's not that close to leveling, I don't believe. So that's in and of itself its own thing. But we'll double check. I'm pretty sure he's not he's not close to leveling. So killing all these guys isn't gonna even get me a level, but I don't think. We'll see. Let me see here. Oh, yeah. No. If we level, it'll be just barely. Now, there are chests in this area, too, so hence why I'm backtracking to check. Because we would want to get them. I forget what chests are in here, though. I think there's only one or two. So, and I could be wrong. I might be thinking, again, of Lunar, too, but I believe there is a pretty good weapon for Alex to pick up. Hence why I'm making the effort to make sure we find everything. Now, see, we could go down, but that would take us down to the bottom floor, and we don't need to do that, per se. So let's go ahead and pick a fight. Alright, let's keep moving. Let's keep fighting. So this is a new enemy, to which we will deal with accordingly. So that doesn't work either. I guess we'll have Lakey go back there. Yeah. Again, he's just going to go after the closest stuff. And that's really better. We want to take out the biggins first, I would say. You notice Alex couldn't kill any of them, so the only reason Alex is kind of useful is against those enemies that have the magic hat thingy going for him. That's really it. Lakey takes everything to he's like the fast track to Murder Town. There we go. Meaty. Okay. Silverlight. Woo! I got a Silverlight, y'all. And as you can see, that leads to nowhere. So we got to take that little stair. Then it must head up. For some reason, I thought it headed down, but must head up. No, it heads down. Okay, that doesn't. Ooh, I know. I think I know. Gotta have some kind of elevator music, right? Kind of weird if we didn't. Oh my god, they screamed, yay! So we got some enemies to kill. These are a new one. These are new ones. Again, much like before, Lakey gets a killing. Now, obviously, he can't reach the other one, so we're not going to worry about it. Guess I could have had Alex go for that one, but oh well. Pointless to worry about it now. Excuse me. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear out the rest of the room because there's obviously some more enemies here that need to die. Yep, all need to die. Okay. Chest. And a barrier ring. So, wait a minute. The hell did I buy? Ah, increases defense, but then what's... Raises magic resistance. Oopsies. I bought what I didn't want. So really quick, that's kind of embarrassing. I thought I was getting the barrier ring, which improves magic resistance, not the defense ring. I don't care about the defense ring that much. So yeah. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so it gives less than the current barrier ring. So we can put that back on null. I could sell that, but we'll see if anybody else would benefit from it. Oopsies. See what I get when I try to use my brain. So our magic endurance is actually higher again. Higher than it was because I believe than the other ring. So before we get on that thing that's going to take us on a track that makes us go downward, I'm going to clear out all these enemies really quick, guys. So let me get to it. All right. So we killed all the enemies, and there's a little stairwell over here. Let's see where Let's see where it goes. Ooh, it leads us to the other side. Now this leads us to where Might is. We didn't want to do that, and because of my failure. No. I was gonna say because of my failure to think about where I was going, the enemies would respawn. They did not, so we lucked out. Because we're not quite done. There's another floor up there that we haven't had access to yet. And I'd argue that the easiest way for us to get there is to backtrack a bit. So really, you should just go up the little escalator thingy a whole bunch. Oh, get on up there and work your way down. It's kind of not... It's kind of true. Just get it to the top and work your way down, kind of. We'll see what happens, because, yeah. So let me clear out these enemies real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay. So there were only just the two enemies. So let's see here. Another tunnel. Chest. Come here. I'm gonna get rid of these enemies real quick, guys. Alright, so funny thing, Alex leveled. So he's not gonna level again though at 33,972. So he's at level 35. So that's kinda interesting. Alright, so we came in... Just making sure there's not another path, because I kind of got turned around. Alright. And now, as you can see, we're on the other side of this goddamn piece of shit dump. No, I'm just kidding. Now here... No enemies here. Ooh, I know where we are. So we went down the other ladder last time. So we didn't go through here the first time through here. Now we've got some more enemies, which will be dealt with accordingly, you know, with violence. Alright, so I went through and killed 3 more enemies. There was one enemy here, which was the mirror dude. There was a clown dude and another mirror dude over here. Or crystal dude, so to give you that. Speaking of crystals, ooh, sweet! My god, that sword is frickin' sweet. Let's go get it. Which now is going to make the fire and ice swords obsolete. At that point. 144, yeah, that outdoes the elemental issues. The differences. So we'll be able to sell that in the future. But yeah, that's really the big treasure you want to find here. Everything else is kind of meh. Alright, so with that grabbed, I believe that's the last treasure here. And this treasure had a lot of enemies surrounding it, so... You know, and you can't really run from those types because they can go through the walls and stuff. So you're kind of at the mercy of those particular enemies. So with that said, the fastest way back, I would have to say, is to just kind of... Ooh, I think I was in the right place. Never mind, but whatever. No, I wasn't. There's no way we were. Alright, so just go down to the bottom floor. So if you're trying to get through this without even having to fight enemies, I believe you could just... It's impossible to get through that without fighting enemies, but you can kind of reduce what you have to dick around with and deal with. By going to the 3rd floor, go through this passageway, and then one more passageway and you should be in the right area. So you'd have to fight the enemies here. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going the right way. And there we are. So there are ways to avoid a lot of the trouble you would think you'd have. But as you can see, we made it through without a scratch on us. No, we got hit, but that healing ring, you know, ain't it your friend? And let's go give this dude a go. Oh god, what have we done?
Is there something wrong with your eyes? Didn't you see the signs warning about the cranky, stinky, rude genius? Well, that's me, Mite. I hate noise, interruptions, and people. You're trespassing. Go away.
You just fart on us?
Ho, ho, ho. It's good to see you haven't changed, Mite. At least it smells like you're eating better these days.
Bah! What do you care? You only come here when you want something, so out with it. Who's the little brat?
This is my friend, Alex. He's looking for the Black Dragon, and when he finds him, he'll become the next Dragon Master. But this real request is to travel to the frontier and rescue a girl from the Magic Emperor.
The frontier? Blah! Now I get it. You want me to build this kid, actually, an airship, right?
Right. You know Alex can't get to the frontier without it. Alex needs your help, Mite, and so do I. You know I'll beg if I have to.
Bah, preserve what little dignity you have. I'll build your damn airship.
Ho, ho, ho! You haven't changed a bit, my friend. Thank you, Mite. Now you have a way to reach the frontier, Alex, which brings you to the Black Dragon. I've heard rumors that he can be found in the prairie to the south of Temur. So let's go back there and see if anyone can give you some facts.
And how do you always know so much about everything?
Oh, you're quite the inquisitive little one, aren't you?
Yeah, really. This is you know what? This is one time the flying rodent has something worth noting. So anyway, that was to me that's a good question. I still stand by that. Okay, so and there we go. We can head out without having to walk out, which walking out isn't that big of a deal, I guess, but meh. So let's head on back to the town. And really quick, before we get too far here, let us reorganize by doing the following. Like that. There's a reason I did that. Don't worry about it. Don't look into it too much. Welcome back, Alex. Ready to leave, but there's a problem. We can't find Nash. I wonder where he went. Hey, Alex. Any good news? Now, Jessica's...
Wow, Jessica's blamed off her feet. How'd Kyle manage that?
Did you meet old man, mate?
Yep, he didn't exactly have the freshest of personal sense, but he promised to make an airship for us, right, Alex?
If it's anything like the one that Shira built, we might not want him to keep that promise.
He seemed pretty confident that it would work, Jessica.
I apologize, Alex. I returned here as fast as I could, so how did it go with Might? Uh-oh. What the hell? When you left here, you were sulkier than a 3-year-old.
But now you're smiling so wide, the top of your head is about to fall off. You're a weirdo. Well, anyway, something's going on in the town square. A man and a woman seem to be having an extreme disagreement with another man.
Alex, I don't know if we should get involved in something kinky like that. Alright.
And then later we can make an attempt to sell off all these swords that we're holding on to for pretty much zero reason. Anybody really need the protect item, the protect ring? No. He's already got one on, so we could sell that extra protect ring as far as I'm concerned. We're going to leave the heal ring where it is for the time being, though. And we're going to make a save, because saving is always your friend. Which will put us at 35. We can also check levels, too, really quick. Yeah, you notice the other characters did not level. Not that they would, because, yeah, reasons. But it is interesting that sometimes they gain levels when they're not in the party. Sometimes they don't do, and so on. And whoa! Can't breathe that. Please, help me.
No. Your crime deserves only a painful death. It is the law of the prairie. I'm sorry, please.
Alex, they're hanging that poor guy.
I got a different voice for that guy. We have to help him. Stop this. At least they're not hanging him by the neck. Hey, help me. Come back here. Stop. It's you.
We are of the Plains tribe. I am Tempest and this is Fresca. That man was trying to sell fake medicine to the desperate people here. He knowingly lied for profit. It is the rule of the prairie to execute liars. Why do you dare to interfere in our tribal affairs? Are you a thief as well?
No, I just want to get frisky with Fresca. Come on, Kyle.
Well, this isn't the prairie. The laws of Temur are different.
And they don't allow you to hang a man until he's been proven guilty of a crime. You fought the Vile tribe at a Temur Pass. You know our cause is just. I might know why you took it upon yourself to interfere. Are you not a warrior?
I've never met a warrior who permits a liar to go unpunished. There can be only one explanation. You must be a coward.
Alex is no coward.
Well then, this is the time to prove he is of the warrior class. A true warrior could never decline a challenge from another warrior. So I challenge you now.
What?
We shall quickly learn if you are what you purport to be. If you defeat me, I shall pledge my allegiance to your cause. But if you fail before me, your public humiliation will be known to all.
We'll make certain of that. I'll just put a sign that says Alex sucks on my ass, because so many people look at it.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this, Alex.
I wouldn't want to anyway. I must know your name before we begin. I am Alex. Well then, Alex, the time is at hand to prove the worth of your way. I expect a hard fight, no less. To arms, then!
Bring it, bitch. And you find out later, like, Fresca is, like, standing over there showing the goods, and, like, Alex gets completely distracted. So, all we really need to do in this fight is not waste our time with the murder cause. As you can see, he hits like a girl, and we hit like a freight train. You'll notice, though, he's resistant to our attacks a wee bit, but that's okay. We have lots of MP, and we have lots of health. I'm not worried. Tempest, you're hitting me with your purse. It's so adorable. And he's down. We don't get any XP. We get nothing for that. This is so stupid. Give me something, man.
Your skills are impressive, Alex. It appears you do know the way of the warrior. I apologize for doubting you. Whenever I can be of assistance, I shall gladly lend a hand to your cause.
I still can't believe you bested Tempest. Makes you look kind of hot.
It's all right, Fresca. The fight was fair and the victory was Alex's.
Hardly. Tempest, you're exhausted. You've been riding for 3 days. Not an excuse. We could have beat him fresh anyway.
Holy chaps, he is this strong after 3 days and nights of travel? That's incredible.
Alex, we have come here in search of the singer from our tribe. She was kidnapped by the Vile tribe 5 moons past.
We have been traveling without rest in hopes of finding her kidnappers.
We're looking for our friend Lunar. They kidnapped her too.
I see. It appears our purpose is the same then. Here, Alex, take this with you. We get the dragon necklace. Tempest, are you?
I've already decided, Fresca.
I understand.
This amulet was bestowed upon me by the elders of our tribe. It is a symbol of bravery beyond what is normal. I pray that it brings you luck in your search as well.
Tempest, I can't accept such an important... Farewell, Alex! We can discuss it when next our paths cross. Farewell, warrior Alex. He's so hot.
Shut up, Fresca.
That was intense, Alex. I was a little, anxious during the battle. I mean, he did have a bow and arrow, and you did have a sword. What did he give you, huh?
What is it, Noel?
This necklace, it kind of looks like a dragon, doesn't it?
Let me take a look.
Don't touch that, Kyle. Your hands are filthy. Noel's right. It's some kind of relief carving of a dragon. Perhaps that warrior of the prairie can help us find the lair of the black dragon.
Let's catch up with them, Alex. Tempest said he'd help us.
I don't think you can equip it, so there's not much point into looking at it more than that. I think it's just it's just a standard item. All right. Hence why I put the extra healing nut in there, but as you can see, we don't need it. Heal on up, heal on up. So anyway, we'll make a save, because saving, again, is always your friend. And we've come pretty far, you know. We're getting there in due course, of course. So this is a great place for us to stop, guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I am your host, the RPG Guy. And when we come back, we are in search of the Black Dragon. We'll see you guys there. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thumbs it up because you know you want to. You urge to hit that thumbs up key. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please take a moment to check out more episodes from the RPG Guy, Tuesday Night Team Up, and more. And please subscribe. Always support the channels you enjoy watching, and while you're at it, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. Keep on gaming hard. See you next time.